Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I just finished watching a TV serial. It calls The Mentalist, episode 6, no, season 6, episode 13, I believe. And then in that story that I catch in the movie is about human trafficking. So y'all know, everybody knows, it's not a new situation, or it's not a new story about human trafficking. So I watched this episode, then it just really hit me so hard about Immigrant, and true story, guys. I'm gonna tell you a true story. Let's go back to 2010. So I mentioned to my viewers that I was working, getting my experience for how to make money, when I was still teenager, because I'm not that kind of kid or a child that is really how to say fortune enough. I do fortune, like my mom is like really giving me everything that I need, like most of the time, and then most of the but some part which is we have to stand up for ourselves as an individual. And then my mom always teaching me how to stand up, or how to dealing with the looking for a job, or find things that is really important, and then you can add it in your daily life. So, and then I decided to work, and then just go traveling myself. I don't have friends in the moment. When I was making the decision to just go with it, follow my instinct, my gut, which is Philadelphia. So that's the state that I choose to explore my life when I was a teenager. I don't know why. Oh, I think I know why, because back then, 2009, 2010s, it was huge. They call it internet, that what do you call it, MIRC, something like that. Or yeah, MIRC is like a website that people's around the world, and then just chit-chatting. And then I click one of the state that has Indonesian community. So in that website, the IMRC, so I'm like chatting with like random people and just talk normal. And then I was asking how's the life in Philadelphia, and then they were saying, oh, it's so much immigrants, not just for older people, they bring all the kids with them, and then it just living in the small city, a part of Philadelphia. And I met a lot of people over there. I decided making a lot of friends from really older. I can call them as my uncle. It's like my dad. I mean, because they like so mature enough. So when I was there, and then I found a little job that can help me out to survive as long as I'm still there, which is I'm stuck there for 6 months, by the way, before my mom just grabbed me back to California, because she heard, or she found out that the state is just not belong to me. I can't live there for a long time. It will screw up my my body, my physical mentality and everything, guys. It's just so tough when you see back then, 2010, a lot of immigrants, you have to deal with, anxiety that I know I'm not an immigrant, but I mean, because I'm still a teenager at that time, so working is just really not, it's not a part of the role in United States. So I have to find job that they can pay me as a cash under the table. So I try selling donuts under subway ground, and I work for a medicine, and then I work for pretzel. Over there is like a huge pretzel factory. Every day all the employees, they get a chance to bring like one bag of a pretzel before the factory is closed, because they don't want to waste the products. So it was pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. And then I also trying clothing or coat. They're selling a huge expensive coat that they transfer for like Macy, Bloomingdale, like a huge retails. So what we do is we just like preparing and then make sure everything, the stitches is just nice, pretty clean, so there's no hanging all the thread or anything like that. So you have to trim it, and you know how much they pay? It's like $5, so yeah, it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough, but I learned so much, that these people, they do whatever they can do, guys. As an immigrant, they make sure they don't get caught by the cops or the government or whatever, police, or and make sure every day they have to deal with that anxiety. They woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, they come home for 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. It depends on how long is the shift. If people wanna, continue the second shift, third shift, if they really pretty much strong, have so much energy left, then go ahead. I try one time. I mentioned to my viewers here too that I try to straight 2 shifts from the night I left from the home, the small apartment that I live, and then coming home the next day, guys. It was super exhausted. I'm like a zombie. I don't know what day that, every single day I'm just like, where am I? I feel like I'm not 100% in my body. It's just like my spirit just flying around, that just try to survive, drinking Red Bull every day. And then I learned also the people in Philadelphia, the way they live, it's just, I don't know, it's just very tough. I know I heard here in California, well, I live in the middle of the city, so I don't know about a part of the place that probably a lot of gang members. In Philadelphia is so much gang members, guys. You have to be careful. Even you see on the street, when you, especially when we are like immigrant people, you take a subway or someone pick you up from the factory, and then they're gonna pick you up and drop you off somewhere in the street nearby, your wherever you live, but you have to walk from the blocks, like maybe 2 blocks it. So, and then it's kind of like really scary as a woman or even man. And then I witnessing, it was one of my friend, I know the group over there is like we always like hanging out together, and then we talk and share life things. And then when he he get dropped by the factory that usually pick him up. And then one night he was walking just like every day, that what he always do for years, guys. And then one day random like kids, I don't know if he know them or probably just like they just want to play around, and then they think it's a joke, and then they start throwing the eggs on him, and then he can't do anything. He's just screaming like, stop, like, what do you want, what do you want? But luckily, guys, he's okay. He just get thrown by the egg. I know he come back to the apartment and he's just looking off. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude? I'm like, everybody asks him, say, yeah, there's just random stupid kids on the street just throwing eggs on me. And then, what did you do? I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not stupid, because, you know, he's also a migrant. So he really want to do things, guys, but he can't do nothing. He just like let it go, because he want us still live in the United States and then try so hard to build his life to be better for the family back to his country. So it's really tough, you know, as an immigrant. And then it's not easy the way they live every day, you know, day and night. They just worry, scary, a lot of cries, phone calls every night, you know. They're spending a lot of money with phone card and that kind of stuff. It's just like, it's hard to watch, you know. And then I'm here from California, just try to exploring or expand, you know, to build myself, my inner self, that how to be survive among of immigrants, you know. And it's not easy. It's very not easy. And I'm really respect these people. Some very lucky. They met someone, they get married, the status become better. Or some unlucky, the government has to send them back to their country for good, and then they spend so much money when they get deported. Yeah, so sad, guys. And especially when older people, they don't have great health history, and then when they pass away or they die here in United States, especially no family around them, it's very struggling the way they, you know, how they can bring this body, dead body. Probably they have to burn and then send the ashes to the family, or they just bury it here and then just let the family know that, you know, one of their family member is passing and die here, and then they couldn't do nothing. So, and then it's really hard, especially for like a human trafficking. Innocent kids, innocent women, they just want to build their life to become a better individual, you know. They seen Hollywood life, they seen Miami life, Florida, whatever in the television that they watch. Is just like, they look beautiful in TV, guys. Everything glamorous, everything sparkling, everything is gold. But behind all that, the glamours and the golds, it's just a lot of tears, a lot of sadness, sorrow, strugglings, you know, a lot of fakeness, a lot of blaming each other's, killing each other's. Just, is it worth it? And then it's not just one or two the victims, it's so much victims. So if you guys have known people maybe in your neighborhood, or whoever, your friends telling you story like, hey, I know this member, the family member, you know, they're struggling with supporting the family, don't judge them, guys. Just don't say anything if you guys don't know to brings the message, you know, because it's very sensitive for them. This conversation is super sensitive, still sensitive, even though we are in 2020. People still, you know, very hold them heart very close, dearly. So don't blame them, just support them, because, you know, everyone is support each other, right? Especially when you understand the life, you know, the way they're surviving the mood every day. They just put the strong face, like, you know, to fight the world. I can do this every day. So yeah, every time I watch the movie about, you know, Immigrant, about human trafficking, please, for our girls out there, if you have a dream about become a famous or known, you have to think more further, search more, make friends, like make a lot of friends. I always talk about making friends, like, you know, open up yourself to the world, you know, and then search more deeply. Don't ever believe or trusting people word just so easy, because we never know, you know, who you're dealing to, because now people are so smart, now people are so sneaky, now people are just so so yeah, because being famous, being rich, being whatever that you've seen in the TV, you have to know how to suffer, and you could be losing a lot of things to become that status. So make sure, think more. If you think you can, and then if you think you really in the position that yes, I could do that, then go ahead, because you already know what you're looking for and then what you're gonna deal with, you know. So yeah, follow your guts. Don't ever listen to people easily and trusting and giving yourself to people just like that, because you're seeing gold, glitter and glamours and that kind of promises. So you have to watch out, okay? Because now we are in this really scary world. We don't know which one is real, which one is fake, which one is just seems beautiful. So take care, all my babes. Hope you guys really have a great week. Be strong and do things that it makes you happy in this really heavy moments and really tough months for us, or year almost. So yeah, take care guys, and I'm really grateful as I can sitting here on my desk, my place, my table, and still can talk to you and share a story with you guys. So wish you all best, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care guys. Bye bye.